So we're going to take a little hike up to the top of the Seal Rock, right? When Lewis and Clark came through here, when they saw this rock, that the reason they named it Phoca Rock is Phoca means seal. And they saw what they thought were seals hanging out here. Because on this island, the east wind comes from that side, right? So that's to the east. And what this rock does is it protects anything that's on this east side of the rock from the wind, right? So the seals come here and they hang out when the wind's blowing, because we get a lot of east wind, but we get west wind too. So on the east side, it's protected from the west wind, and the west side protected from the east wind, because it blocks it, right? So they saw these, what they thought were seals, and they said, that's Seal Rock, because there's a bunch of seals hanging out on it, right? But they were sea lions, they weren't seals. And I've been up here before and seen 20 or 30 of them up here on this island, Rock Island. And you come up here in the boat and they start barking at you. Roar, roar, roar. And I've come up here actually right around the corner there from where the boat is. There's a little spot where it's kind of flat. And I came up here one night at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and there was a giant sea lion, probably 600, 800 pounds, big daddy. And he barked a couple times, roar, roar, and then jumped off into the water. And where he was sitting there was like piss and shit and stinky ass. But yeah, he was like the big daddy sea lion. But that's how it's got its name. Phoca Rock was Lewis and Clark, when they came through here with Sacagawea and her little baby, exploring this nation that we live in. They called it Seal Rock because they thought sea lions were seals. And they've been here eating salmon for years. And I noticed recently that the Fish and Game or Wildlife, whoever it was, they re-upped the permit to kill the sea lions that keep coming up here and killing the salmon, because them salmon, they're for people to eat. They ain't for fucking sea lions to eat. Fucking people run this show now, which is good. Well, I don't know if this is the best path to the top, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I think we're gonna have to go down and up again. There's some straps that somebody came out here one time and put some nylon straps on this rock so you could climb to the top. I've been up there a couple times before, so we'll see if we can find that strap and work our way to the top up here. There we go. Around this side. So this is looking south into Oregon, and that's Highway 84, pretty near Corbett, Oregon. And that's Rooster Rock State Park over there, the nude beach. And this is the path to the top, hopefully, without falling in the river and never posting this video, because I fell to my death down there in the water. But I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna be all right. I think we're gonna be all right. Because rocks are solid. I'm a rocha. Rocha means rock, so we're pretty solid. But I don't know, this path right here, I'm thinking we probably should go back over here and go up this little crevice, because this one's pretty steep. Let's go back down here. Let's pick the safest path, which is going to be to come over here to this section. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. I have to set that phone down. Get. There we go. Okay. There we go. We're still moving up. Moving on up to the top. Yes, moving up to the top. Okay, so the straps on the other side, evidently we didn't need them today, because we seem to have found another path to the top of this rock where you don't have to use any artificial means of propulsion. And just as I say that, look what we found. We found the nylon straps that someone put here at some time in the past that I climbed up here last time with on Phoca Rock. Woo! Don't fall down, dumbass. And there it is. We've made it to the strap that you can hold on to and pull yourself right up the top of this fucking mountain. It is a rock. Evidently this rock, if you look it up online, it says that this tumbled down in the later dryas period, whatever it was, that the floods came through here and carved this gorge out here. It just carved all the rock out here. You can see like rock over there on that hillside. And when we get to the top, you'll see the other side over there. Those rocks that you see coming down to the river, that water's like 100 feet deep right there. Those rocks go straight down another 100 feet. Then it's pretty much sand over there. It's a really narrow passageway over there, but yeah. Evidently this rock tumbled down and landed here as a big giant rock. Of course, when you get up here and walk on it, you see it's not just a giant rock. It's a conglomerate of a whole bunch of little pieces of rock, right? But here we are. We made it to the top of the rock. So that's the plan, is to set the tripod up here tonight with the camera and do some long-range photography and see if we can't get some epic shots here at Phoca Rock by Mr. Ronald David Rocha, whose last name is Rock, and has anchored his boat up thanks to his reel style winch. So I got this new winch system for the boat. It's a reel system where it just winds everything up on a reel. It's really cool. But I've got two stern lines out to the rock and an anchor line out, and I'm able to adjust it to where I can just take one step off the back of the boat to the rock, because the water is really super deep right there. Because this rock is just like a big rock that fell here, and there's like under the boat just like 10 feet of water under the boat, but you can just step right off to the back of the boat onto the island. So here you see that this island is visited by a lot of birds, and this is like this top spot, right? All that's bird shit. The geese come up here, the cormorants, the seagulls. And today, it rained last night, and the storm's moving out. It's supposed to be clearing up later this afternoon. And there's just the fishermen out here. They're out here trying to catch fish. That house over there, this is in the Columbia River Gorge Protection Act. So 30 years ago or something, like 30, 40 years ago, they made a deal where you couldn't build anything else here, but that house was existing right there, that one. It's a pretty cool house. It's got a train track, runs right behind it, but it's a pretty cool spot. And that, of course, is Rooster Rock State Park, which is a nude beach that a family donated that to the state of Oregon, and one of the stipulations was that if they're going to give it to the state of Oregon for a park, that it would always have to remain a clothing optional beach. That you wouldn't identify naked bodies in a sexual manner, sexualize naked bodies, that people could come here in their natural state and enjoy it. And there's a little airplane running around up there, checking out the gorge on a nice day. It's like, oh, it's clearing up, let's go check it out. And that was where the fire came through a few years ago and burned the shit out of the gorge. But it's healing up and it's turning green. And the kind of cool thing is that you can see the rock, right? You can see the geology of what happened here when the floods came through and carved this gorge out. Water was running all the way up, you know, to that level, top of those hills over there. This is all underwater. This rock fell down here, big giant rock fell down here, and water ran around it. And over there, boulders just carved all that rock off there and made that deep channel over there. And then humans came along later and built a road up there. But yeah, this is Phoca rock. Someone else has been up here and put some wood here, some stakes in here. I don't know what that was about, but yeah, I'm gonna come up here and see if I can't get some good photographs. So thanks for coming to enjoy the adventure with me, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I have. Well, you won't enjoy as much as I have, but you'll enjoy it to some extent. And there she is, my $5,000 boat that Susie Mobley begged me to buy from her 3 days before she died. And she told me she just wanted to live again. And I'll tell you what, Susie Mobley, that boat is living again. It is living large, as am I.